Hey everybody, welcome to this month's edition of Life and Spiritual Coaching video series. So tonight we're going to talk about manifesting. And what I described it as manifesting made easy. And this is what I'm here to teach you this evening, is because manifesting can be very easy. The difference between easy and hard is the way we think. It's not about what we want to manifest, but how we think about it and how we feel about it. That is what makes the difference. So to start with, what is manifesting? So manifesting is attracting what it is you want or desire. And many of you heard it through The Secret or, law of attraction or manifesting or however you want to look at it. There's many different names for it. So I'm just going to call it manifesting and make things easy. So manifesting, again, is the ability to put out into the universe, to God, to the angels, to whoever you talk to, what it is you need or want. And the first thing I want to describe is when you're asking for something, rule number one, be careful what you ask for. Because sometimes, we just ask for things out of greed, out of want. It's not necessarily a need. And a lot of us think, well, if I can just ask for it and get it, fine. And it's taken with, the word I'm looking for is taking it for granted that I want it, I'll get it. And there's another rule, other than be careful what you ask for. When you do ask, you must have gratitude. Gratitude is key. We can't just go, gimme, 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 gimme. Think of a little kid who's always saying, the mom or dad or whoever, gimme, 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 gimme. And what happens to that child over the years if, say, the parents or caregivers or whoever just give, that person becomes an awful person who thinks they're completely entitled to anything the world has to offer. And we are all entitled to a lot of things, but gratitude is a big key. You can't just assume because you say jump, everybody in the universe is going to go, okay, what do you want now? And here it is. We need to ask. We need to be careful how we ask. We have to make sure it is all in good heart and good faith and with reason and with gratitude. So with that said, let's talk about how do we manifest. So there's many different ways of manifesting. A lot of times I just kind of put it out there. I just talk to God and the angels. That's who I like to talk to. And I'm like, okay, guys, I really need your help. This is what's going on. And I could really use your help in acquiring this, because I need it for that, and thank you for helping me, You can do a vision board. Vision boards are fun. If you like to sit around and do crafty kind of things or do something to keep you occupied, vision boards are amazing. Plain old simple, a piece of poster board from the dollar store. They're huge, so you can cut them in half and make a couple of them if you want, or you can make one big one. But you just start cutting out pictures from magazines. I know magazines aren't the biggest thing anymore, but you can actually create pictures online. You can go, Google photos of whatever, like say like one of my dreams is a trip to Italy. So I could go online and get a picture of Italy, and, cut out, print out a bunch of pictures, and then you can cut them all out. And then on the poster board, you start aligning all the pictures of the things that you want to attract into your life. You can draw on it, you can write on it, you can color it, you can do whatever you want. If you're good at drawing, then by all means, feel free to draw your pictures versus cutting them out off paper. You can decorate with stickers or paints or however you want to do it. I know people like myself, I put pictures of items or whatnot that I want to attract, and I'll write notes underneath, use affirmations. I am now attracting X, Y, and Z. I've seen people just cut out from magazines positive words, like hundreds of positive words, and just align them like a puzzle back and forth across the paper until the paper's full. And it's amazing how these people do it because it just comes out perfect. It measures perfectly with the poster board, everything. It's incredible. But it's whatever you want to create and how you want to create it. So you can write down what you're looking for. Some people like to write things down because it's easier. manifesting a list like in a journal or something like that, or when new moon is out. New moon is for attracting. So, in manifesting. So, during a new moon, you could write down all your dreams, goals, whatever it may be. I always tell people start with, I am now willing and ready to receive. And you write down XYZ, whatever it is. And is there too much for one list? No. You put whatever you're looking for. It doesn't mean you're going to get everything at once, but the universe knows, like, okay, I'm looking for this, 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 and this. And something may be a year down the road, 2 years down the road, 10 years down the road, who knows? I remember watching, I believe it was The Secret, and because you can get the movie version, of course. It's called thesecretmovie.com online. You can watch that, watch it over and over again. The more you watch it, the more it gets you pumped up to where you really want to manifest things, and you want to hold that intention very strongly, because it's very easy to have our minds drift off about, I don't know if that'll ever happen, but we'll get to that. So anyway, in the movie, there is a gentleman who refers to the fact that he created a vision board. And he was like, oh, someday I want to move to California. I want to have this type of house. I want it to have this, this, and this. And this is where I want my life to be. And this is the job I want to have, and blah, 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 blah. And in the meantime, life happened. The vision board got tucked away in a box somewhere. And one day he had the dream job. He had the career he's always wanted. Him and his wife had just bought a house. And, all the boxes got brought in. And as they were unpacking, he opens a box. And lo and behold, there's his vision board. And when he pulled out his vision board, the house they were in was on the vision board. And it was 5 years later. So you never know. We may think, I want it right now. But the universe knows exactly what you need and when you need it. So I'm going to tell you right now, be patient. And I know everybody hates to hear that. Be patient. I have no patience. Most of us don't. It's a human trait. It just really is. You learn to have patience as you get older and you practice it more. But it's tough sometimes. So this is where I tell people, trust and believe that the universe knows best. They will pass along the messages, pass along the signs, pass along whatever you need to know in the time needed. Be patient. It's coming. Whatever it is you're looking for. Okay. So as far as the manifesting, we can just ask. We can say it in our heads. We can write it down. We can create a vision board. However you want to do it, be creative. Because believe it or not, manifesting, like everything else we do in the holistic spiritual world, is 90% intention, 10% work. Truly, 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 truly. 90% is intention, trust, belief, faith. 10% is work. So like I tell people, if you want to try manifesting, start small. Start small and work your way up. Try things out. So I love working with angels, and I tell all my clients to do this. Next time you're going to the mall or the store or wherever you're going, say, look, you know what, angels, I really could use your help. I would love to manifest a parking spot right in front of the store so I can run in and run out. Everybody that I tell to try this calls me and goes, guess where I'm parked? I said, let me see, in front of the door. They're like, yep. And this was like 30 minutes ago, right after I left you. So, it works. It's just practicing it. Everybody thinks we're supposed to struggle in life. Yes, maybe there's some things that because we need to learn a lesson, but I don't even think struggling is the word. If we get the lesson right away, it makes things easy, But of course, that's a whole nother situation. But manifesting is there for us. I know in my generation and beyond, and maybe even today, some of the people have been taught that, no, you don't ask for things. If it's meant for you, it'll just come. No, but you don't have the right to ask for things. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Ever since I became a Reiki practitioner and Reiki master, and I've moved on through the years of learning more and more and manifesting, and it's just the changes in my life have been incredible. Incredible. Now, are they changing because I'm changing, or are they changing just because I'm practicing manifesting? I say it's both. It's both. Because as much as I know now, I can say, well, hey, I could really use some help with this. at the same time, where my spiritual self has changed a lot, my life has changed a lot, my mindset, my heart, all of it has changed so much that I now trust and believe fully and have complete faith that when I ask the universe to help me with something, they're going to help me and help me to acquire what it is I need, because I am internally grateful for what I'm asking for before I even receive it. That's the mindset I have now. Is that the mindset I had 20 years ago? No, it wasn't. But again, we learn, we practice life, we practice what we're doing. So just keep doing it. Keep doing it, keep going, keep trusting, keep believing, and you can manifest so much. And when you do, practicing manifestation is a way of getting yourself to trust and believe that life is not that hard, you know? Even if it's something emotional, mental, please, God, help me. Please, universe, please, angels, please help me to clear my head, to clear my mind, to be more positive. The universe will oblige and help you with that. They won't just snap their fingers or wave a magic wand and poof, you're positive, and poof, you know, you're not depressed anymore. It's showing you the way where you can find people or situations or services that can help you to get better emotionally or mentally or even physically. Okay, so when those signs are coming, like, oh, hey, try this, or somebody says, hey, have you heard about this? Or so-and-so says, hey, I just did this stuff called, you know, Reiki, and it was amazing, and it just helped me so much. I felt so much lighter afterwards, and so on and so forth. Those can be signs. Pay attention to that, especially if you know you're in a space where you've been like, I need help, I want to clear my head, I want to feel better, I want to be emotionally present, I want to have a mindset that is mentally clear. And then all of a sudden people are talking to you about different services that have worked for them. Well, that's a sign. So pay attention to those things. When you're asking for help and then all of a sudden these things are coming in, that's the universe's way of going, here you go. You asked for it, here it is. So take it and go with it, okay? So again, manifesting can be easy. It's just being patient and waiting for the right moment for things to come, okay? Because again, rule number 3 or 4, wherever I'm at, when we ask for things, we get very impatient. And then we're like, oh, forget it. It's not going to happen. We let it go. We give up too easy. I tell people, I said, listen, one thing I can tell you is that everybody on the other side, from God to the angels to your guides, your loved ones, they know exactly everything that's going to happen for you and when it's going to happen. So when you're asking for something, you've already got that feeling. So your soul knows that this is the next thing that you need. So the universe is going, okay, yep, it's time. We've told them, and now they're feeling it. Now they're manifesting it. Let's get it to them at the right time. And then what happens is we get impatient. But I'm like, stop ignoring your intuition. Stop ignoring your psychic feelings, your thoughts, your ideas, your knowings, all of that stuff, because that's the universe telling you, like, be patient. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And we're like, oh, it's never going to come. The universe knows better than we do. They know everything that's going to happen from the minute you're born to the minute you die. And yet we sit there and tell them, no, can't be. I mean, they know, we don't. So if you're getting guidance, you're getting a feeling, whatever it may be, go with that. Pay attention to it, hold on to it, trust it, and watch as everything begins to unfold for you. So, for example, I'm going to give you a couple of examples. I know I've done a video about manifesting and how, you know, the examples of manifesting and how it's happened for me over the years. But let's pick something really quick. My car, for example. Now, knowing what I know today as a spiritual person, that things can happen quickly and easily as long as I trust and believe that it's coming. I had put out there a few years ago, back in 2019, 2020, I was like, I need a new car. My car is really becoming a piece of junk. It's falling apart. I've got a lot of mileage on it. I've had it for a while. It's time to get something new. But I've always wanted a specific type of car. So I'm like, I put it out there, like, look, I want a Toyota. I like the RAV4. I've been looking at them, but I don't want to buy brand new because I don't want all the added expenses to it. I said, so I want a certified used Toyota RAV4. I want all-wheel drive because at the time my house had a slight incline for the driveway, and the previous car I had could never make it up the driveway, as small as it was. For an SUV, it couldn't do it. It was terrible. So I said I want something that's all-wheel drive that can get up the driveway. I want to spend X amount of dollars or less. I want it to be easy, and end of story. I wanted to have all the bells and whistles, the whole thing. And I remember during COVID, it was like, oh, I really got to get a car, And I would start looking online. I'm like, well, if I want to manifest a car, I got to really start playing the game. I got to start looking at cars. Doesn't mean I have to buy anything, but I can go look. And so, of course, at that time, you couldn't actually go to the dealership, but I would go online and I would go to Toyota and I would look at this and look at that. What do they have for certified used? And all of a sudden, an ad would pop up. Hey, do you want an appointment? Hey, do you want a coupon? Nope. And I'd shut the computer off. I'd go back on whatever time later, 2-3 weeks later, whatever it was. And same thing. I'd go on. Hey, do you want to make an appointment? Hey, do you want a coupon? I'm like, nope, shut it down. And then one day I just happened to be on and I'm looking at this car. I'm like, wow, I really like this car. And all of a sudden this thing pops up. Would you like a $400 coupon? And I went, yes, I do. And I hit it. And then all of a sudden it asked me for my, my name, my email, and my phone number. And all of a sudden, boom, 30 seconds later, somebody calls me. You want an appointment? I'm like, sure. So rule number 1, when you're manifesting, always end with, let it be easy. So I go down, I look at the car. And, I go to Google, look at the car. And the gentleman's telling me, no, I don't think that car is here anymore. I said, but I do have another one similar to what you're describing. He said, let me go get it. So for those of you who know me, dragonflies are one of my biggest signs and symbols. It really is. That's my mom. She'll come and buzz around me all summer long. And he came back with this car, and I go outside, and I'm like, are you kidding me? There had to be a dragonfly sticker this big, it was huge, on the back of the car. And I'm like, oh my God. So now he's like, go ahead, take it for a ride. I hop in, I go down the street. I'm like, wow, I love how this thing drives. It's amazing. It's so smooth. I'm like, I really like this car. And I only noticed one thing that needed to be fixed, and it was the windshield that had a crack in it. Not a big deal. So I went back. He's like, did you like it? I'm like, I love it. I said, the only thing is the windshield's cracked. So he said, like, no, not a problem. He says, we can fix that. He said, we already put 4 new tires on it, brakes all the way around. The thing will get detailed. We'll fix the windshield. I forget, there was something else that they think they did. And he's like, so if you really want it, I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you want to finance? I'm like, yeah. I said, like, how much are we talking here? And we started talking. He's like, okay. I'm like, okay. Sign here, sign there, come back on Thursday. I was in and out in under 2 hours. Now, when have you ever known to be in and out of a dealership in under 2 hours? Even the day you pick up your car sometimes can take 2 hours. You know what I mean? In and out in under 2 hours. And they fixed the windshield, and I still got the car, and I still love my car, and it's just amazing, okay? It can be that easy. Now, manifesting does not have to be a whole process like buying a car. Sometimes it's like, oh, angels, please let my ride be here early so that I can get where I need to be on time. And before you know it, whoever's giving you a ride shows up early. Oh, I was ahead of schedule this morning. Don't know why, but I'm here early. Is that okay? Sure. I just did it today myself. So I've moved, but right now my stuff is in storage. So it's got to go from the storage up into my new home. And they told me they'd be here like tomorrow at noon. And I'm thinking like, okay, so I have some things stored at a friend's house, some brand new furniture I had purchased. And I says, hey, is noontime okay? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Just, hopefully it doesn't take too long because, my husband has to go, bring my grandson to school. I'm like, oh, okay, not a problem. I said, if I have to go and be there too, I said, I'll go and then follow the guys back to the new house. And yeah, not a problem. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, angels, help me out, will ya? I could really use the moving company to call me and tell me they're going to come a little earlier. This way it works out for everybody. I don't have to go all the way over there and come all the way back and so on and so forth. And my friend's husband was like, not a problem. He said, you're just going to open the garage door and let them have the stuff. I'm like, perfect. Today I'm doing some stuff. My phone rings. Hey, it's the moving company. Is anywhere we can come at 11 tomorrow instead? Really? It's that easy. Okay? If it doesn't happen for you, don't get angry. Don't think manifesting doesn't work. Remember, timing is everything, and the universe knows what you need better than you do. So if it hadn't happened, There was a reason. Let it be as it is. If you're stuck in traffic, be in traffic, because maybe the universe is slowing you down for a reason. It could be slowing you down because there's an accident ahead, or it could be an accident that you may get involved in if you don't slow down. So you know what? There's always a reason. Go with the flow, trust and believe, allow yourself to manifest properly. So whether you need something right now in this moment, or you need something bigger later, or whatever it is, maybe it's future goals, something, my 5-year plan, my 10-year plan, whatever it may be. Who knows? Maybe, you got 20 years before retirement. You say, you know what? When I retire, I want to retire to a different country or a different state or whatever it may be. Or, you know what? By the time I retire, I want to have more than enough money to cover my expenses and purchase a retirement home in a different state so I can go there in the winter and stay here in the summer, whatever it is. I mean, it can be a long-term goal that you manifest. Don't worry about it. Whatever it is, go for it. So now, manifesting, like I said, is easy. What we're going to do is ask, trust and believe, and wait for things to start moving. Okay? Whether you're getting signs, messages, whatever it may be. But one important thing that you need to know about manifesting is your mindset. Is it in your heart? And is it in your mind? And the reason why I say that, and we'll start with the heart first, is a lot of times we think we need something. We think we want something. But in our heart, we know we really don't. Okay? So, say for example, because this is a big one for a lot of people, you got your eye on this person, and you think it'd be really great to date them. And you're like, oh, I want that person. I want that person. So I'm going to manifest that we connect, talk, and date, and whatever, right? Because we think, without even knowing the person, we think that this is the person. So this is what we think we want. So when you're manifesting, you're kind of like, oh, yeah, I really like that person. So yeah, I want that person. Sure, okay. That's not very exciting. That's not high energy, okay? You think you want that person, but do you really want that person? You don't even know that person. Just because you've met the person once, you've got a good vibe. You can meet a narcissist and get a good vibe. Only find out the bad vibes come later. Been there, done that. So anyway, so you have to know in your heart you really want something. You have to have the gratitude. You have to have the reason. Don't just want things just to want things. I mean, that's what 5-year-olds do. I want that toy. I want that ball. I want that bicycle. Why? Because they see it and they just want it, right? But that's a kid. Kids don't know the difference. They just see things and think it'd be cool to have them. But know in your heart of hearts that that is truly what you want, with complete gratitude, trusting and believing that the universe will help you acquire it. Feel it in your heart, right? Your mindset also has to be there, meaning you can't manifest and then go negative. So for example, I really, really wish the universe would help me to acquire $500 so I could go away for the weekend. Not that it would happen, but hey, whatever, I'll ask. That's a positive, negative, positive. The what? No. If you truly want something, you got to feel it in your heart. You got to feel it in your mind. You got to know and trust and believe that you're asking for it. You want it. You have gratitude for it. You trust it. You believe it, and it's coming to you now. Now, granted, we're all human beings, so what happens? Every once in a while, my little mind starts working and goes, but do you really deserve that? And that's when you have to turn and go, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Shut up, ego. In my heart, this is what I want. This is what I'm asking the universe or God to help me with. And I trust that it's coming to me now. Because yes, I am deserving of that. Yes, I am worthy of that. There's a difference between being worthy of something and trusting that you can acquire something. And then you have the ego part that thinks it deserves it because it's better than everything else or everybody else or whatever. people say, oh, I feel so selfish asking for things. It's not selfish. Selfish is when you're like, well, I want that and screw you if you don't get it, but I don't care as long as I get it. I don't give a shit whatever happens to anybody else. Excuse my language, right? That's ego, okay? We're not talking ego here. We're talking strictly heart-centered, okay? But the ego likes to play. So we're going to go over some feelings right now. And I want to talk about how your feelings help you to stay in a mindset that helps you to attract what you're looking for. Okay? So I'm going to mention some words here. I have some in my mind, of course, but I have a list as well. And as you're listening to me say these things, pay attention to how you feel. Unworthy. Non-deserving. Selfish, right? Arrogant, pompous, sneaky, fearful. How we feeling, right? Rude. What else we got? Let's see. Mean. Narrow-minded. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here's a good. Irresponsible. You're not worthy of that. You're irresponsible. Jealous, right? Cowardly. Maybe you don't feel strong enough. Uncourageous, right? Let's see. Maybe a little deceitful, right? All this. Hear that ego going? I know you've all done that. We've all been there. Like, oh my goodness, I really want to do this. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. What are people going to think, right? So you hear all this negative talk. How do you feel right now? Seriously, look at yourself. Feel. How do you feel in this moment? Don't you feel kind of down? Don't you feel kind of blah? Don't you feel like, ugh, right? All these negative words have energy. And if your energy is here in balance and all of a sudden the negative words start coming in, oh, there goes the energy down, 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 down. Now, if your energy is there, you're not going to attract anything besides more negative energy. Okay? Now let's talk positive. So let me switch things around here. Okay? So, positive words. Ready? Kind, courageous, strong, deserving, selfless, trustworthy, honest, responsible, smart, worthy. I think I said that. I'm not sure. Positive, courageous, open-minded, cheerful, cooperative, polite, careful, kind, compassionate, heart-centered, loving, insightful, flexible, reliable. I could go on and on. Now, pay attention. How's your energy feel right now? How do those words make you feel? Oh, those beautiful positive words. Happy, right? Happy, uplifted, deserving, smart, beautiful. Right? Even I can feel it as I'm telling you. When I was saying all those other words, I was like, ugh. Think about how you feel when somebody you're having a conversation with is talking nothing but negative BS. Negative. Isn't it draining? It is so draining. So think about this. When your ego is doing that to you, it's draining you. So when you catch those negative words of those feelings and you feel like, oh my God, like, stop. No. No more negative. Positive. Uplifting. Happy, right? Positive. Determined. Motivated. All these positive words. Change those words around. Just don't give it time to even sink in. Just turn it around. When it goes unreliable, say, I am reliable. Unworthy. I am completely worthy, right? Undeserving. I completely deserve this. Keep changing it around. Sadness. Happy. Anger. No way. Smiles and compassion and love. Anything to get you out of that mindset. So notice where those positive words brought your energy up. So now, okay, it's easy to say, oh, just switch your thought from sad to happy. Yeah, it's a thought, but it's also a feeling. So what can you do to get your feelings back on the positive side of the fence? So here's a few suggestions, and only you know what makes you happy. But some suggestions, I don't know about you, but I could sit here and watch TikToks or reels about babies laughing. All right? Holy cow. I can sit, those giggles, I start laughing and my energy just goes up, right? Watching silly videos of pets, cats, dogs, whatever, being silly, being goofy animals that they are. And that brings my energy up. Watching a comedy or a comedian brings my energy up. What makes you happy? What brings your energy up? You know, if it's not one of those things, then call a friend. Call your spouse, your significant other, a family member. Hey, I'm feeling kind of down today, you know. Just thought I'd give you a call. I know you always make me feel better. Whatever it is. What makes you happy? What raises your energy? Do you have kids, grandkids? You know what? If you've had enough of the humdrum of being in the house, get yourself outside. Go out there with the kids, play some ball, run around, go for a walk, whatever it may be. Those are the things that you can do. Meditation can get you out of a funk, okay? And if you're one of those, like, I can't meditate, my mind just, no, people's minds just don't stop. We're human beings, okay? But listen to something that's positive and uplifting. So if dance music, pop, or R&B, or something that gets you going, listen to that. It shifts your energy, okay? Maybe you're one of those people like me. I was painting my place last week, and it was like I had like 80s hairband rock music playing. Loved it. It was just like head banging and going and going and going. It had my rhythm going, and I was like, before we know it, we were done painting. So the whole place is painted, thanks to rock music. You know, I mean, if I'm feeling like just chill, quieter music plays. You know, whatever it may be. So find those things that get your mood from angry to happy, from sad to uplifted, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Watch those baby videos. Watch the animal videos. They're hysterical. Watch a comedy movie. Watch a comedian. You know, get out and exercise. Go for a walk. Call a friend. Call a family member. Talk to your significant other, whatever it may be. Do some crafts. Do some knitting, some crocheting. I don't care. Whatever you do. Whatever makes your energy shift, then do that. Okay? And stop worrying about, oh, the dishes and the laundry and then this and then that. You know, and I know we have to work and all that stuff too, but you know what? If there's a will, there's a way. And even if you're at work, you can do things that bring your energy and shift them to a different direction. If you're, say, at a desk all day or in a cubicle all day and you're making phone calls and you're on the computer and you're like, ugh, right? Put a little miniature whiteboard in front of you or miniature chalkboard and draw a smiley face. Seriously, draw a smiley face. Or write a positive affirmation. My life is beautiful. Sometimes those are the simplest little things that get us from this kind of energy to this kind of energy. Okay? So, know that you are deserving. Know that you can manifest whatever it is you're looking for. Know that you want to be careful what you ask for. Do it with gratitude, not ego, right? Trust and believe is a big part of this. Continue with the positive words, the positive affirmations. If you get negative, switch it around or do something that gets your mood in a better space. What brings you up? Okay? What brings your energy up? So now, let's manifest, okay? So, like I told you about my car, I'm going to tell you that a lot of people that come to see me for readings and guidance and so on and so forth, one of the biggest things is always relationships. And I think that'll always be. So what I tell people, because I get the same story a lot, is, I met this one, didn't work out. I met that one, it didn't work out. And myself included. But the difference now compared to what it was is I manifested somebody and I got somebody and everything seemed to be up to par until, yeah, no, this isn't really jiving with my manifestation list. So you're a nice person, but I don't think this is for me. Thank you, bye-bye. So I recognize things right away versus what I did before. But anywho, so let's go with the relationship. So basically what you want to do if you're looking for a relationship, whether you want full-on marriage or just commitment, or if you just have to have a good time, whatever it may be. I want somebody who is, and you always start with inside, the emotional piece. Loving, caring, kind, trustworthy, honest, financially independent, compassionate, supportive, someone who likes to talk, somebody who can make me smile, somebody who can make me laugh, somebody who's spontaneous, somebody who likes to have fun, somebody who likes to travel. Now, this is some of what I ask for, or mostly all of that I ask for, as well as some other things. But, you know, this is what I want in life. You know, it's not just, oh, I want somebody. Be careful what you ask for, because you'll get just somebody. I've had that happen. I've had a client come in and say, you told me I was going to meet somebody, and I did, and you turned out to be a real jerk, and now we broke up. I said, well, what did you ask for? She said, well, I asked for somebody. That's it? Yeah. And that's what you got, somebody. Be specific. Be specific. You know, especially like myself, I always say I would love to meet somebody who's on the same spiritual plane as I am. Or close enough where we can learn from one another, whatever it may be. You know, because for me, I don't find like a lot of gentlemen are of the spiritual mindset that I'm at. You know, and I've met a couple of you like, oh, okay, well, that's cool, I guess. And that's about as far as it goes, you know what I mean? You can't have a real good, deep conversation with somebody who just, you know, like, okay, whatever. You know, they're fine with that. I want somebody who is on the same spiritual level as myself. So, but think about it. This is how we manifest, okay? So here we go. Okay, so I want somebody in my life. I want a companion. I want a committed relationship. I want to get married. I want a spouse, whatever it may be. Or, you know what, somebody might say, I had a woman in here, she was much older than me, and she's like, I just would love to have a nice companion, somebody to go out for dinner once in a while, or maybe go out for a coffee, you know, maybe catch a movie, you know, but no committed relationships, you know, just want to enjoy someone's company. Then that's what you ask for. So you've asked for what you want. So I always tell everybody, okay, now that you've told God, the universe, the angels, whoever, what it is you want, and you've been as detailed as possible. For myself, I always finish it with someone who is perfect for me. Okay? Somebody who's perfect for me, because I may have missed something along the line. I don't know. You know, because we try to think of every little thing. But I always ask for anything I ask for. When I'm manifesting, anything I'm manifesting, I always say, I ask for this for my highest and best, the highest and best of everyone involved, better than I could ever imagine. And usually that's what happens. Meaning for my highest and best, meaning what's best for me, the highest and best for everyone involved, because I don't want, basically, I guess you could say the other person not really connecting with me the way I want them to. So a better example, let's say. So think of it this way. The person who's not careful about what they ask for. I want $1 million. Kind of an open-ended thing, right? I want $1 million. But doesn't care how they get it. Doesn't care what happens and where the money comes from, how it gets there, the whole thing. Then all of a sudden one day they're driving down the road, and not to sound so dramatic, but boom, accident happens. They're partially paralyzed. They sue the other driver, and they get $1 million. Not to say that can actually happen. I don't know if it would happen. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But think about that. For my highest and best, the highest and best of everyone involved, better than I could ever imagine. Why? Because a lot of times I would like this. This is what I want. The universe is going, no, that's not what we're giving you. We're going to give you this, right? Whatever it is. Quick example. I went to New York City a few years back with my sister. We went to the Hay House Convention. We got to see Wayne Dyer and Cheryl Richardson and Louise Hay and, all these amazing people. We were there for the whole weekend, Friday to Sunday. So we had parking, we had hotel, we had convention. Of course, Times Square is like right there. So, of course, we walked around Times Square. We bought a few little things. You got to eat, of course. By the time the whole weekend was over, I probably spent about $700. And I'm like, whatever. I felt the need to be here. I came. I'm inspired. I can't wait to go home and just practice everything I've learned. I'm not going to worry about it. The money will come back to me. Well, 4 days after I got home, I got a check in the mail for $900. $200 more than what I spent. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And it just happened to be a bill I was told I had to pay. I paid it, only to find out it was covered under insurance, so they turned around and gave it back to me plus some. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Thank you so much. So, trust and believe. It's all there. It's going to happen. You just got to go with it. That's why I say better than I could ever imagine, because I'm just assuming I'm going to accept the $700 coming back to me, and it turned out to be $9. So again, I don't care what you need. Just ask for it. Ask for it. Be grateful. Keep your mindset positive. Go after what you want. Now that we get all that going, okay, we've asked for what we wanted. We have kept our mindset positive, right? So now what? Now what happens? Now we wait. Now, some things can be instantaneous, like today, just me saying, oh, universe, please, I wish the movers would call me and come earlier. And then boom, within an hour, it happened. Thank you. But some things take time. So now we wait. And some things are simple and it just happens, like the movers. Other things, it takes work, like my car, okay? It means that if you feel the nudge to do something about it, then do something. Manifesting, waiting for the universe to provide doesn't mean you sit there and wait till they dump it in your lap. It means when you get the motion, the movement, the feeling that, I think I'm going to go look for a car online. That's their way of going, okay, here we go. I'm going to push you now, okay? You start looking. We're going to move the energy. Then do what you're feeling. If that little voice in your head is like, you should go look at cars, then go look at cars. Don't wait. Go do it. So listen to your intuition. Listen to your feelings. The best way to describe it, I could tell people, you ever get that notion like, oh, I want to go do that. Like it's just instant. Like I want to do that. That's what you're going to feel. When you feel that pull, then do something. Okay. So if you're looking to manifest a relationship like we were talking about a minute ago, and then you have this sudden urge, like, you know what? I normally don't like going out to eat by myself, but I think I'm going to go grab some food at that place by myself. Lo and behold, you could sit down and order something, and the person sitting right there on the side of you could be your next person, your lifelong person. Who knows, right? You never know. But if you're feeling nudged to do something, then by all means, go do it. So that's what we need to do. We need to figure out what it is we need, what we want. Put it out there, whether it's saying it, writing it, vision boards, however you want to do it. Trust and believe. Stay positive. Keep your energy up in those positive emotions. And if you can't, then find a way to do it by any of the ways we talked about. Trust and believe, again, it's strong. That's my mantra with everything. I trust and believe it's going to be fine. I trust and believe it's going to be done. I trust and believe it's going to happen. And it does. It does. That is my mantra that keeps me up here. Okay. So we've put it down. We've asked for it. We've trusted. We've kept our energy up. Now we just got to follow our signs. And then when things happen, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gratitude. Always gratitude. So manifesting, like I said, is easy. Ask, trust, receive. That's really what it all boils down to. Ask for what you need, trust it's coming, and then receive it with gratitude. It's truly what it is. And when you can live by those 3 simple rules, basically, you realize how easy life can be. Life does not have to be hard. We make it hard. Why? Because we say it's not going to happen. We say we can't do it. We say, oh my God, what if? What if it works? What if it happens? What if you receive it? Not what if it doesn't. Remember, law of attraction is just as valid as law of gravity. Law of gravity is a real thing, so is the law of attraction. So whatever you put out is what you're going to get back. So if you ask for something and you put out the good vibes that you know you're going to get it, you trust you're going to get it, or you're going to get something better, then by all means, that's what's going to happen. But if you're like, I'm putting this out there, not like it's ever going to happen, but we'll try. That's not a good energy. No, you're not going to get it. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how any other way to explain it other than it's just low energy. You know, it's not going to happen if you have low energy. You know, it's like, just go after what you want. Trust and believe. And if anybody's ever told you that you're not worthy of it, send them off. Send them off. Because remember, what everybody else thinks of you is none of your business. And whatever anybody says about you is just a reflection of them, not you. So stop worrying about it. I have manifested a whole building. I have manifested a car. I have manifested money. I have manifested trips. I have manifested simple little things like the movers coming an hour early. I mean, you can manifest whatever you want. The gentleman who writes the books, Jack Canfield, I believe his name is. Forgive me if I said it wrong. But he wrote the Chicken Soup for the Soul books, right? The first book he wrote, I want to say he made maybe $10,000 or something, or maybe it was $100,000. But I knew it wasn't a huge number, okay, compared to what he does now. But he was so excited over that first book, Chicken Soup for the Soul, that he's like, I'm going to write a second book, but this time I'm going to make this much money. And he wrote down what he made last time, the first time I should say, and he added zeros until it said $1 million. And he trusted and believed that his next book would make him $1 million. And it did. And he's like, what is going on? And that's when even he noticed that there was a lot more to this manifesting thing, or this law of attraction, or the secret, than people talk about. So, you know, again, trust and believe that it doesn't matter what it is. You are capable. You are worthy. Everything that you want is floating around in the universe right now waiting for you to say that you want it. But again, you got to be positive. You can't go, I really want $500 to go away this weekend, but whatever. If I don't get it, I'll just stay home. Or if it does, it probably won't happen anyway, because like, why would I get anything? That's just, it's a wall. That's all you're doing is putting up a wall. So find those words, those positive words that bring your energy up. Watch those videos, play those games, listen to those comedians, call a friend, call a family member, whatever it is. Get that energy boosted all the way up, all the way up. And that's what you need to do. So you all have some homework to do. You all have some manifesting to do. My suggestion, do vision board. I like doing vision boards. That's me. I'm a crafty person. I like doing crafts. I can sit there and cut paper and paste and draw and write and whatever it may be. But I like to do it that way. But you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Now, of course, this is October. So a little note for the end of this video is in December, I always put it out there on our page and whatnot, Facebook page and Instagram and so on and so forth, that to manifest your goals and dreams for the following year, sometime mid-December, start really thinking about that. And I usually get, this is for New Year's, mind you, a glass mason jar. Never use plastic. Energy doesn't move through plastic. It's fake. Use glass, okay? Glass jar. And in the glass jar, I will put my list of what my goals and dreams are for myself for the next year. So of course, this year I will be doing it for my goals, my dreams for 2024. And I'm talking personally. I do two lists, one for personal, one for work. Because there's always more that I want to do in my work. It's not just read cards and do Reiki every day. It's I want to do more. I want to help people. I want to, bring my messages out more and so on and so forth. But that's a whole thing. So my goals and dreams for 2024 are that I receive, and then make your list. Okay? I always like to sign the bottom of it like it's a contract. You know what I mean? I would like this, please. Thank you. Sign here. So once I've made my list, I always like I said, sign it. Gratitude. Thank you very much. I stick that in the jar. Then I usually throw some money in the jar. The money is a representation of drawing in finances for the following year. And every year that I have done this, my finances have gone from a $10 bill to a $20 bill to a $50 bill till now I put a $100 bill in there every year. And yeah, it's a lot of money. And yes, it sits there all year long, but it represents attracting money. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that's what has happened for me every single year. So I keep putting it back in the jar. So anyhow, I'll put some crystals in there. I might throw some herbs in there. Like I said, I throw some money in there. And then if you get Lucky Charms or anything like that, I don't mean the cereal, okay? I mean little trinkets that you consider a lucky charm. I don't care if it's a rabbit's foot or, not that it was lucky for the rabbit, but anyhow, whatever it may be. I'm just being silly. But put those in the jar. On New Year's Eve, you take that and you're going to put it outside your door, meaning outside your house. Whatever your main door is that you come in and out of. And you're going to put that outside. Now, obviously, if you live in an apartment complex or an apartment building where you cannot do that, or you don't feel safe doing that because maybe your area is not as safe as you hoped it would be, always ask the angels to protect you, for one. But for two, you can actually leave it right in a window. And, just for it to, basically for the jar to see the outside, I guess you could say. And you put it outside. Your intentions are that, God, angels, universe, creator, whatever. This is my manifesting for the new year. I'm putting it out for all of you to help me achieve what's on my list. And that's it. Just put it out on New Year's Eve. Now, New Year's Day, new year, new you, all that, right? Open the door, take the jar, and bring it into your house. Meaning whatever you've manifested, you're taking it and bringing it into your life, into your space. And then I just leave it on the back of my bed and I do not touch it until the following December. Why? Because I love that surprise when I open that thing up mid-December and go, oh my God, that happened, that happened, that happened, that happened. Okay, a couple of things haven't happened, but you know what? Now I know why they haven't happened yet. Because sometimes you may think in that moment, like, yes, it's time. Again, they know better than we do. So if it hasn't happened, there's a reason. It's either the wrong direction or the wrong time. So just go with the flow. So what I'll do is I might find myself writing my new letter for the next year with some adjustments to the things I didn't get. Realizing, okay, that's not really what I wanted. Because sometimes you may think, yeah, that's what I want. And then later you go, yeah, I'm kind of glad that didn't happen. I'd rather do this instead. Okay. So just, write your stuff down, stick it out New Year's Eve, bring it in New Year's Day, and then just let it sit and let the year unfold. But again, it's manifesting. So when the nudge hits you, the messages, the signs, the symbols, whatever it is, follow through. Okay. And just go with whatever feels right. Like I said, again, with my car, it was like just that nudge of looking online. And all of a sudden one day when that thing popped up, it's like, do you want a $400 coupon? I'm like, sure. Normally people don't do that because the minute you hit yes, oh my God, they don't stop calling you. They don't stop emailing you. And it's like, oh my God. And I was just like, yep, let's do this. And it happened. It went through, boom, 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 just like that. Easy peasy. Okay. So focus on what you need, what you want, write it down, create a vision board, have gratitude, stay positive, and say thank you when you receive it. So that is my little chit chat for this month. Manifesting made easy. Trust and believe that it is easy. It happens as it's supposed to, how it's supposed to, when, where, and why. We just have to trust and believe. Have faith, go forth, and know that you are more than deserving of whatever it is you're asking for. And if you don't feel that way, then do something to make yourself feel that way. Find those positive words. Know that you're worthy. Know that you deserve it, right? Motivated, determined. Something I need, something I want, and I'm going after it. And even if it's money, because I know people have a big issue with money. Like, oh, money is the root of all evil. Oh, we shouldn't have so much money. Oh, why not? Again, it's gratitude. If you're just like, you know, like the super villain of the movie, like, I just want all the money and the power in the world. Why? Because I think I should have it all. That's ego. That's not you. Okay? Working from your heart, I would love to have more than enough money so I can pay my bills, enjoy my life, and buy what I need when I need it. Maybe even go on a few trips. I still want to go to Italy. So, no worries. No worries. Okay? Same thing if you're looking to increase your spirituality, your intuition. I wish I could hear better. I wish I could see better. I wish I could feel better. I wish I could know more. Ask. Manifest. I am now willing and ready to receive the ability to have more clairvoyance, more clairaudience, more clairsentience, more claircognizance. And then it will guide you to what you're looking for. I'm ready and willing to receive the knowledge of being open enough to recognize signs and symbols from spirit. You'll get it. You'll get it. So again, I hope you enjoyed my little talk. Manifesting is easy. Let it be easy. I always say let it be easy. Let everything be easy. Easy peasy. Thank you very much. But yeah, good luck with manifesting. Go forth. Ask for what you want. Start small if you have to, just so you can see how this works. You know what I mean? And then, hey, why not? Go for the gusto. Make a big vision board. What's your goals for next year? You know, start thinking about that. I know it's still only October, but hey, if the stores already have Christmas out, it's only October. I mean, you know, by the time November hits, Valentine's Day's out. Next year will be here before you know it. So get to it. Start thinking about it. What do you want? What do you need? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your desires? Go after them. They are there for you, waiting in the universe. In the universe. So I have faith and I trust that you will all do an amazing job manifesting whatever it is you're looking for. So whether it's mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, whatever, you got it. You can do it. I believe in you. You should believe in you too. So again, thank you for joining me again this month for our talk. And I will see you again next month. And in between, catch me every day on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, I'm on all those, you know, with just a quick, 90-second message of whatever it is the angels want you to know that day. So I will see you there, or I will see you here next month for our next talk. So have a great one, everybody, and happy manifesting.